One question I really liked to ask Black Americans or African Americans when I would meet several of them was, where is your origin? Where do you come from? Ah, God, save me. Hi, so this is a continuation of a video about what Kenyans think about African American, which is a video I am very, very interested in watching because, as you know or may not know, I'm married to an African American, and that makes me be interested in understanding what people think about them. Anyway, so let's get into it. If you've not watched part 1, please check it out. Also, hit the like button as we get into this video because I'm sure you will learn a few things here and there.
She's great, guys. What's your name again?
Massey John.
Massey John. I'm not going to forget that one. Thank you, Massey.
Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Jackson Cooper.
Okay. God bless you.
All right. Have a good one. Who do we have here today?
You have, my name is Ali Adika. I'm working next to the town. I'm working next to town over here now.
Where are you from, Ali?
Where I was born or where I came from. Like, I was born in Nairobi, and this is the hood where I was raised in.
Amen.
So Nairobi is the hood where I was raised.
My God.
Yeah.
How do Kenyans feel about or view Black Americans?
First of all, I can say Black Americans, they present blackness in America.
My man.
Brother from America who is black.
I didn't see that coming, Denzel.
Black, I think he's my brother. Because I don't see any difference between me and him. But the difference comes like where in Africa and America is very different places. You know, in Africa we have our origin. So our black brothers in America, I see them like brothers. Because I don't see any difference between me and a Black American. Yeah, that's what I see.
Do you feel that Black Americans should visit Africa more, and more specifically Kenya?
Definitely they have to, because this is a homeland. This is where they come from. So it's like, you know, we have a say in Africa, they say, East West, home is always the best. I can suggest every black person who is in America, he has to know Africa, not even Kenya. Africa is home. Africa is where we belong. We belong in Africa. So I think they have to find something. They have to find a day to come in Africa, to visit Africa. Because Africa, we have got good things. We have beautiful places. You can go. You can see lions. You can see real people. So I welcome every black person in America, wherever they are. Not even in America.
Right.
So please, Africa is home. So you have to visit Africa.
Thank you. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
So I hope they'll come to Africa.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you too, man. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
What's your name, young lady?
Bernice.
Nice to meet you, Bernice. Where are you from?
Kenya.
Nairobi.
Nairobi, nice. Okay, so how do Kenyans feel about Black Americans?
Honestly, we really don't interact with them much.
True.
Despite the fact that you're one. It's not something we actually think about. I just feel like the normal black people, and we're normal black people, so I guess we don't think about it like that. Basically, yeah.
Okay, so what about what you see in the media, like on TV, music, things like that? Do you have a perception on Black Americans from that?
Maybe the videos, sometimes you look at the culture, like the different cultures that we have, but it's honestly not anything that like snaps in your mind the first thing. So the first thing that you look at when you see a music video is probably the beats, the music itself, not the fact that it's a black guy doing it or it's a black woman doing it. Like it's not one thing that we look at. We just enjoy the music and we play it.
Do you think Black Americans should visit Kenya more, and more specifically just Africa in general?
I think we should, yes. I encourage them to do that. That way you experience.
She talked something very important or crucial, or something that we can talk about. Us as Africans, when we are consuming content or when we are doing the media, like watching the media, in most of the cases you don't think about, oh, this is by a white person, this is by an Asian person, this is by a brown person, this is by a white person. Sometimes we blindly just consume. And how I explain this concept is we consume as it's Kenya and it's outside. Like if it's a Black American song, it is American. If it is white American song, it is American. So they are both American. Somehow we consume it with a degree of the similarity without necessarily a focus on color. But because of my interaction and being and understanding these things that we need to be aware of, I have been noticing some very interesting things. For example, there's this billboard that has been passing in Westlands, and recently it used to have people that looks like us. In Kenya, most of the billboards are us, like because you're advertising to us, so they look like us. And I've noticed like 2 or 3 billboards no longer now are having people that look like us. You can go check who they look like. But it got me thinking on how, for us, it's not anything that we think about. But the reason why I can notice the billboard is different people from us is because as Black Americans or African Americans or however you call them, when they come to visit, one thing that they really appreciate is there's Black people on the billboard, and these Black people are on the billboard because they are, not because they are less of a people that we need, to include a race, or they are there so that, we can balance like gender equality. Like a good example would be when they said we need women representative in the Kenyan government, it was because the ratio for women was less, so let's add women, something like this, yeah? So here in Kenya, we don't have billboards with people that look like us just because this is a minority and they need to be inclusion and stuff like this, but it's because we are. But now that has led me to to notice these different things, which is interesting in the sense that we shouldn't be as ignorant as actually we are, because, well, maybe that's how we got colonized. I don't know. You can tell me about it in the comment section down below. Whew. Yeah, but we should be more informed somehow.
Both sides of the culture, because definitely the African culture and the European, yeah?
I thought you were informed. Americans are different from Europeans. But don't worry, we could mention Europeans because they colonized us, but yeah. Okay, sorry, man. Okay, let's hope she corrects. But anyway, this explains how we really don't know as much, which I think is okay. Like, we are minding our business. How about that?
I guess America's European culture, like Black Americans, like we have like our own culture too, but it's okay.
The American culture and
I'm glad he said that the Black Americans have their own culture, because unfortunately we consider like Black Americans don't have culture. They do have culture, just that it could not be what is the Kenyan culture, if that makes sense. Yeah.
in African culture, 2 different cultures, in the sense that our dressing is different. I'm sure you've noticed when you've been. We are slowly trying to embrace the American way of doing things. So you'll find girls in like very short dresses or short skirts around. But usually that's not how we look at stuff. But we're slowly embracing it. Yeah.
So I went to South Africa, I went to Namibia, and people are dressed in very short dresses, going to school. I've never been over it, like, because it's illegal for us to have anything above your knees. Like, are you mad? You'll be punished, you'll be beaten, you will feel the pain, you will go get new outfits, then your parents will be like, I ain't getting you, what happened to the previous one? Like, it will be a whole story. But such kind of, it's very interesting how we get influenced into different ways or whatever we consume. So I was like, so in Namibia, people are allowed to dress in short dresses, only to understand that they experience summer. So there's no option than to feel hot. So they need to have something that makes them not feel hot. Then me as a Kenyan here who has tropical weather all year round, I'll be seeing this, and then you know what? Next time I'm walking in a short dress or something like this. So it's how we get influenced. It's very interesting, and that's why it's important for us to continue selling the spread of continuing to believe in our own culture and not necessarily be influenced by culture, because you don't know why they're doing the things they're doing.
Sir?
I'm Kevin Kiplimo.
Okay, so where are you from?
I'm from Nandi County, a place called Kapsabet.
How do Kenyans view Black Americans?
Okay, so all of us are just the same. We are the same. We are born from different backgrounds, but in terms of racism, in terms of the color, it doesn't matter, but we are the same.
How many Black Americans have you actually met so far in your life?
Before he answers, one question I really liked to ask Black Americans or African Americans when I would meet several of them was, where is your origin? Where do you come from? God, save me. By that time I had not understood. So, I had not understood that you come from America, and that's the end of the story. You don't have to have, oh, okay, from there, back, like you might not know where your great grandparents came from. But for me, and my understanding back then was, you come from an African country. This was the perspective I had. Like, you guys kind of moved. I think I thought maybe Black Americans as immigrants, like from some time back, and then now they became Black Americans. Make sense? Yeah, which also was influenced a lot with when people started doing the very famous DNA test and finding where does your DNA show your most prominent place. Yeah, and do I trust that? I'm gonna do that one day. I'm gonna test and see if I have Ethiopian roots, and if I find I do, no one will ever tell me anything.
I've met several, I've interacted with several. From my perspective, all of us, we think the same, we have the same dreams, the same goals. So I feel like we are just the same.
Do you feel like Black Americans should visit Africa more, but more specifically Kenya?
I think we should interact. We should meet, exchange ideas. So visiting Kenya, it's one of the best things they can do. We build that brotherhood bondship, and it's going to be good.
Are you like a tailor, or like what is it that you do, like if you don't mind me asking?
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. I work with the e-commerce industry, and
Money.
that's what I do for a living.
Well, Kevin, I really appreciate you, man, and more power to you, brother.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
So also a very interesting story about Americans is the brother-sister thing. I was not ready for it, to be like, hey brother, hey sister. Yeah, I was not ready for that. We don't call people sister, brother, just like that. We be like bro, sis, maybe, but not brother, sister. But anyway, that's on a light note.
Maybe in church.
So funny. Yeah, actually, makes sense. Thank you. Director is reminding me that brother and sister is used as a religious term to each other, but not as we do day-to-day life. But different ways of meeting people. There are people who call me sister and brother, but I know it's not from a religious place, but from the way they do life.
Thank you.
Who do we have here right now?
My name is Lona.
Where are you from, Miss Lona?
I'm from Nairobi, Kenya, specifically Eastlands.
How do Kenyans feel about Black Americans?
I mean, Kenyans love Black Americans because you'd find most of them, actually the origins are from here. And also, I guess you kind of relate well as compared to other nationalities also. So yeah, like they love Black Americans actually.
So how many Black Americans have you met within your lifetime?
3.
3?
Yeah. 1.
At this rate, I'm African American, Black American. I know all these memes of Black America. Oh my God! Take me away with you. Yeah, Mwende.
Was my cousin's friend, and 2 of them were my neighbors, but they went back to the US.
Do you feel that Black Americans should visit Africa more, and specifically Kenya?
Of course. Have you seen Kenya? Have you seen Kenya? The
Nice one.
safaris, basically new developments coming in every single time. And also, if you follow the news, we're also going to be like a visa-free country. So, I mean, yeah, why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who do we have here today?
Oh, I'm Lomax Winsali.
So where are you from?
I'm a Liberian.
Liberian. So let's hear what Liberian have to say
I
about.
have a family, yeah. So it's Christmas time though, so I can just spend some time soon.
Okay. So this is my first Liberian that I've talked to today. So how do Liberians or Africans in general feel about Black Americans?
We believe that they don't have culture. They have all adapted to other society, so they lost culture. Yeah, that's why we believe. They don't have culture. They have
That's
all
sad.
adapted to.
I do think they do have culture.
To other society, so they lost culture.
So is that what most people in Liberia feel about Black Americans?
Yeah, that's what we feel. That like if you were born there, there are some things that you won't do. We believe that if you are in Africa, like our tradition demands a lot of things. And when you are there, those things you won't do them.
If I'm not mistaken, Liberia, didn't like a lot of black Americans go to Liberia, like back in the day?
Actually, Liberia came from America. Yeah, so we have a lot of black Americans from Liberia.
Do you feel that black Americans should come to the continent more and visit Africa so we can interact more?
It's important. It's very important. You should know your roots, where you come from, where your parents come from, and you should know the culture of your parents as well. Yeah.
Okay, well, this was a bit.
See, I think I love traveling so I can know more, like, and also know more with facts. Like, I want now to visit Liberia because I've heard online also about the whole American perspective in Liberia and taking up many American things, like including the flag. If I'm not wrong, correct me. Please correct me. Here on this channel, we correct each other. So I really want to travel and experience, and that way I feel like anytime I visit somewhere, I have a better understanding, and I also have a better perspective of what they think, how they perceive life, you know. Yeah. West Africa, we're coming.
This is a great interview. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Have a good one,
I
man.
appreciate it.
All right. So who do we have here today? What's your name?
My name is Pelis.
Nice to meet you, Paris. Where are you from?
From Kenya, just here.
How do Kenyans view black Americans?
We just see them, we perceive them just like people just like us because they are just exactly like us. Their origin is here. So we value them. Yeah.
Kenyan people seem to be just very welcoming, very nice people.
Yeah,
that's
welcoming. That's true.
Do you feel like black Americans should visit Kenya more and just interact with the people here on the continent?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they should visit more because in Africa that's their origin. Yeah, that's where they come from. So they are very welcome. They should be coming here.
Thank you, Ms. Paris.
Yeah. Thank you very much. You told me your name is?
My name is Jackson.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Mr. Jackson.
Very nice. Pleasure to meet you too. Have a good one.
Okay.
There you have it. How do Africans, and more specifically Kenyans, feel about black Americans? I feel like we got a very good variety on the sense of how they truly feel. But my personal opinion, I think Kenyans are very, very nice people as a whole. And you guys need to hit this like button because this video was not easy at all. Asking these people, standing out here in the streets. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. My name is Jackson Cooper. This is Coop's Corner. I'm out here. Let's get it.
So remember to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, as we are enjoying to react and building on to the conversations that are going on this online streets. If you have videos that you want me to react on, please remember you can leave me them. Remember you can leave them in the description box. I have left my comments. In the description box I have left my email. You can email me, as well as I'm gonna put a link that you can send me over there. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. Bye.